Hello everyone. So we are the group 3 with the topic of the internet and the WW history of the internet. So in this topic, you will learn what is the internet and how the internet, what is the history of the internet, how the internet evolved now and then. So going back, so I will be the first reporter on key terms. In key terms, we will learn the different uses or different functions, processes of the computer. So now, the first is ENSI, or known as American National Standards. So the function is to promote the use of US standards internationally, advocates US policy and technical position in international and regional standards organization. Mao na ang use and the function of American National Standards Institute. And the next one is CPU, or known as common to us Central Processing Unit. So CPU is there is two types of CPU, Intel and AMD. And of course, the CPU also is the brain of the computer because it performs all the data processing operations, and it can controls the operation of the computer, or it can operate all the parts of the computer. And without the CPU, we could not run programming on our computer kasi siya yung brain, siyang naga-control and then naga-process. And the next one is DNS, or domain system is translate human readable domain names. For example, www.amazon.com to machine readable IP addresses, for example 192.0.2.44. Okay, and also it is considered as the phone book of the internet. And the next one is GUI, or graphical user interface. So a visual way of interacting with a computer using items such as windows, icon, used by the most modern operating system. For example, computer, monitor, smartphones, tablets, gaming system, or other console. For example, as you can see in the picture, si graphical is makita siya in a laptop. If you open your laptop, of course, mo interface dira ang ingana na picture na imong makita. So next one is HTML, or hypertext markup language. This is the code that is used to structure a web page and its content. So next is HTTP, or hypertext transfer protocol. HTTP works as a request-response protocol between a client and the server. For example, si client is browser, send an HTTP request to the server. Then, the server returns a response to the client. Murag vice versa na silang si HTTP. And the next one is, as you can see in the picture, HTTP. The next one is ISO, or International Organization for Standardization. So, kanin siya is nag-develop standard to ensure the quality, safety, and efficiency of products, services, and system. Some of example of ISO is food safety regulations and the manufacturing of wine glass. So say ISO, or International Organization for Standardization, is nag-focus siya na to ensure the quality and the safety of the product or system and services. So kumbaga ang role niya is to develop, for example is food. Siya ang naga-develop or naga-ensure sa quality sa isa ka food, or for example then business to another place, ang siya ang naga-develop, or siya ang naga-ensure na product or ang system nila, kumbaga para wala na yung mga walay problema kundi siya ang naga-plaster kumbaga Next one is OOP or Object-Oriented Programming. So, this is a style of programming characterized by the identification of classes or of object. For example, ang makita nimo chair, bike, marker, car, or etc. na imong makita na object. Mao na siya si OOP or Object-Oriented Programming. So, the next one is OS or known as Operating System. Si operating system is manages all of the software and hardware on the computer. Then, siyang naga-perform of mga basic tasks such as file, memory, and process management. Kumbaga si OS, siya, as you can see in the picture, na yung mga application, monitor, printer, hard drive, mouse, and keyboard. Siyang nag-process anang duha within software and hardware. Si operating ang nagalihok ana. Dili mo gana ang software without hardware. So, kumbaga mag-uban jud nang sila duha, si software and then si hardware. And the next one is PRL or Practical Extraction and Reporting Language. This one is a scripting language. Kaning si Perl, scripting language na siya. Common use for Perl is to extract text file information and generate a report or other output format. Mo na iyang rule, mo na iyang common use is to extract text file information and generate a report or other output format. The next one is PHP or Hypertext Preprocessor. So, PHP is a widely used open source scripting language. Also, PHP scripts are executed on the server. And si PHP is pwede nimo siya man-download, pwede pod nimo siya magamit. Download nimo siya, free to download and use. And commonly ginagamit siya for web servers. Okay. Then the next one is SQL or Structured Query Language. It is used to communicate with the database. Ano siya? Used to communicate with the database. And of course, SQL or Structured Query Language statements are used to perform tasks such as update data on a database. Mao ni ang gina-use niya to perform tasks such as update data and database. And the next one is Wireless Internet Service Provider or known as WISP. So, si WISP is an internet service provider with a network-based wireless networking. For example, one of the example of WISP is T-Mobile, which provide access to wireless laptop users. Of course, guys, kanang PLDT is known as belong to wireless internet service provider. Si Wi-Fi, ang connectivity ni Wi-Fi is connected siya sa WISP gihapon. Our cell phones, gadget, di bali, example gihapon na siya sa WISP. Kay, for example, good guys, kanang example, nasa labas imong family na kay mga relatives na in other country, then using through cell phone, you can communicate with them. And that's because of the power of WISP. Mo na siya. So, the next one is WMA or Windows Media Audio. So, file that include audio that is compressed with the Windows Media Audio or WMA. It is a series of audio codecs and their corresponding audio coding formats developed by Microsoft. So, kaning si WMA is makita na to siya sa laptop god kanang file na mga kanang mga file nimo na dito gibutang nimo ang mga music code mana sa dito naka-file mana ang Windows Media Audio sa isa ka computer. And now is proceed ta sa WW or World Wide Web, and it is connected to the world in a way that made it so much easier for people to get information, share, and communication. Very common to us the WW or World Wide Web na ginagamit na to as, especially as a student, ginagamit na to na siya. For example, getting to know one things na wala ta kabalo. For example, to search something na wala ta kabalo. So, through WW, mag-google ta atong i-search dito so we can find in that way we can learn in something information, and also we can share because of the thought that we get information in the World Wide Web. As you can see in the picture, mana siya HTTP then www. Kumbaga in research is, for example, on making a research natin mga sources. So mo na siya HTTP www part siya sa sources natong nakuha na information. So next is the last one is XML or Intensible Markup Language. It is a markup language and file format for storing, transmitting, and reconstructing arbitrary data. So, this is the markup language and file format for storing, transmitting, and reconstructing arbitrary data. Mao na siya ang naga-file, example na format, kani siya ang pwede ma-reconstruct or kanang pwede siya ang rule niya is to reconstruct or file format for storing. Pwede niya mabalik ng ana, then makatransmit siya to another discussion, but my groupmates will discuss the next topic. Thank you.
Android OS is Google's open and free software stack that includes an operating system, middleware, and key application for use on mobile devices such as smartphones. So, kining Android OS is kuani operating system. Bitaw ang kining Android OS is makita gini siya sa kuan settings sa atong mga cellphone, except sa kuan mga iPhone, ayos na sila. Diba, like kining Android ay kining operating system Android is mo ni siyang nagaran sa atong cellphone, unsang tawag ani, unsay dagan sa atong mga kuan smartphones. So next is assembly language is primarily used for direct hardware manipulation and direct access to specialized processor instructions. Kining kuan sa assembly language is directly manipulate hardware, access specialized processor instruction, or evaluate critical performance issues. So kung kabalo ka mo program, kawala yung kaanay. So ako, hindi mo kabalo mo program. So mo ni siya ang sa assembly language. Next is blog website is an informal website consisting of the time-stamp articles or posts in a diary or journal format, commonly listed in reverse chronological order. So kining blog website is website siya. O ang manglabas ani mag-search ka, example ani is kanang mga magazine, mga beauty products, mo na sila manglabas dito. Mo siyang blog website. So ang C programming language is general purpose imperative programming language developed in the early 70s. C is the oldest and most widely used language, providing the building blocks for other popular language. Kining C programming language is mo ni sila ang system administration, kining network programming, kining tawag ani, kining programming language is ni sila kining mga Di bale ang mga naggamit ani is mga system administrator like mga IT professional mo na sila ang mag-check or mag mag-check or manigurado og unsa ang dagan sa ilahang computer. O kining network programming mo ni siya ang kuan mo mag-communicate with others like para atong sa kining Java nga programming. So next is C Sharp. Ang C Sharp is programming language based on C++ and Java that helps developers create XML web services in Microsoft Net connected applications for Windows operating system in the internet. So kini is wala jud ko kabalo aning C Sharp, wa mo koy alam aning sa kuan, wa koy alam aning sa programming gyud. So ang C Sharp is kuan C Sharp is kuan kining kuan gyapon siya ining involved gyapon siya sa programming which is kuan kining related siya sa C++ o sa kuan Java nga programming. So sunod is ang C++ programming. Ang C++ programming is kuan ay no dili pa napay computer lang napay kuan cable modem. So ang cable modem is provide high-speed internet connection through the cable television network. This service costs about twice as much as So kining kuan cable modem mo ni siya naman to. Isa. Ang cable modem is kini gaya. Kini mo ni ang kuan cable modem. Kini mo ni siya. Kini ang gamit ani is kining kuan gamit ani is kining for example kining sa kuan god sa computer is naman na sila mga kuan cable modem. Di bale kato siya is mo-connect na to siya sa kuan internet para magka internet ang isa ka computer. Mo to siya ang gamiton cable modem para sa amo anami cable modem. Di mo to among kuan mo to among gamiton para sa computer para ma-connect ang kuan tanan computer namo mo to mong gamit. Dili lang isa ang kuan ana ang saksakanan ana daghan na sa saksakanan ng cable modem para mag-access ba ang kuan mag-access og internet ang isa ka computer basta nay cable modem. So ang chat room is location on internet server that permits users to chat with other. Kuan kining example na Skype, Google Meet. O mana like so ang next is chat is a real-time conversation that takes place on a computer or mobile device. Kuan kining mag text ka. Text kuan kining sa magkuan communicate mo sa imong kuan via through messenger chat sa na chat man na then dili lang pod ang ang chat isang mag-type lang pwede siya voice message naman sa messenger voice message pwede chat gyapon tawag ana kung gitapol ka mag-type pwede ra mag voice message. Computer programming language kini mo ni sa computer programming language. Kung kabalo gyud ka mag-program, makita gini nimo. Mo ni sila mga kuan word. Liso lang gyud kay mag-programming by. So C++ programming language is an intermediate level language with object-oriented programming features originally designed to enhance the C language. Kining kuan C++ programming is mo ni siya kini kana daw kining C++ is kuan to create naka-create siya kuan high performance application mo na siyang C++. O pwede pug ka, I don't know if kuan tinod ba ingon lang nga, pwede ka makahack gamit ang C++ nga programming. Wala, sabi-sabi lang nila eh. Next is database is a collection of data for automated system. Kuan, kining database is naga-store siya o naga-maintain o naga-access sa any sort of data. O siyang database. So, diya lang ang ako ang report. So, proceed sa next. Thank you.
Proceed to the rest of the keycaps. The dial-up access takes place when the modem in the computer uses a standard telephone line to connect to the internet. It is an easy yet expensive way for users to connect to the internet. So, when I say modem, it is a computer hardware device that converts data from a digital format into a format suitable for an analog transmission medium such as telephone or radio. So, ang dial-up access ay ito yung halimbawa nito ay yung tinatawag nating router na para makakonect tayo sa isang internet. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, yung dial-up access, ito yung paraan natin para makakonect sa ibang tao na malayo sa atin. Like, for example, ito yung mga radio na ginagamit ng mga like police, yung mga tanods, mga bodyguards. So, makikita natin sa loob na merong isang box na para siyang DVD na kung saan doon kumukonekta ang mga radios para makapag-communicate silang lahat. So, pangalawa is ang domain name. It is the text version of an IP address. So, when we say IP address, it is an internet protocol. It is a unique address that identifies a device on the internet of local network. So, ang IP address, ito yung mga makikita natin sa mga computer, sa isang program na kung saan halimbawa nito is yung mga numbers like 192.0.2.44 yung mga numbers na sunod-sunod na hindi natin maintindihan, pero ang tawag doon ay yung IP. Excuse me. So, ang domain name is kung halimbawa nito is yung halimbawa yung www.amazon.com. So, yung word na Amazon, yun yung tinatawag na domain name. Is between the www at ng .com. So, example, www.amazon.com. So, ang Amazon, yun yung tinatawag na domain name. Next is the domain name system or DNS. It's the method that the internet uses to store domain names and their corresponding IP addresses. So, DNS translates human-readable domain names. Like, for example, www.amazon.com to readable IP addresses. So, tinatranslate nito ang mga names into IP addresses so browser can load internet resources. Next is the high-level language. It's a programming language such as C, Fortran, or Pascal that enables a programmer to write programs that are more or less independent of a particular type of computer. So, high-level language, so meron tayong mga iba't ibang programming language. Meron tayong low level language, medium level language, at high level language. So, ang high level language is din sa inyo ito para magawa ang mga tao ng program sa computer at makapag-ugnayan sa computer system na without having a specific knowledge of the hardware. So, tinutulungan ito ang isang computer user na magamit ang isang computer at maka-access sa iba't ibang bagay na gusto niyang gawin. Next is the hypertext processor, preprocessor or PHP. It is a server-side interpreted scripting knowledge. It was designed for creating dynamic web pages and other that effectively work with databases. So, ang PHP is ginagamit ito para create ng dynamic web pages and interactive HTML pages. So, example ng HTML is yung mga ang ibig sabihin ng HTML is Hypertext Markup Language. It is a standard language for documents designed to be displayed in a web browser. So, ito yung mga nakikita natin sa mga web browsers na yung mga numbers, yung mga may words, may mga numbers na hindi natin maintindihan at hindi natin mabasa. So, yun ang mga HTML. So, ang hypertext processor is ito yung mga parang mga steps or informations na para sa mga computer para maibigay or magawa ng isang computer user ang kanyang nais na gawin. Next is the internet. It is a worldwide collection of networks that links millions of business, government agencies, educational institutions, and individuals. So, pag sinasabi natin internet, alam na natin kung ano to at kung ano ibig sabihin ito. So, kahit bata ay alam kung ano ang internet. So, hindi ko na po ipapaliwanag ng mas malalim kasi alam ko po na naiintindihan nyo na po ito. Next is the internet 2. So, kung meron tayong internet, meron din tayong tinatawag na internet 2. So, what is internet 2? It is a not-for-profit networking consortium in the US which aims to improve the internet such as relieving bottlenecks in the current architecture. So, sinasabi natin not for profit ay hindi pinagkakakitaan. So, ang internet 2 ang layunin po nito is para na-improve ang ating internet connections. Next is the interpreter. It's a computer program that directly executes or performs instructions written in a programming or scripting language without previously compiling them into a machine language program. So, interpreter is it translates source code into object code, one introduction at a time. One instruction at a time. So, similar to a human translator translating what a person says into another language, sentence by sentence. So, ang interpreter sa computer is ito yung mga computer programs na kung saan tinatranslate nito para sa computer mga history or mga ginagawa natin sa isang computer. So, hindi naman pwede na tayo mismo ang mag-explain sa kanila nito mismo sa computer. Pero, kaya merong interpreter ng isang computer para mas magamit natin na maayos ang computer na hindi natin kailangan na kausapin ang isang computer. So, next is the Java programming language. It's a programming language that was first introduced to the public in 1995 and is widely used to create internet applications and other software programs. So, based on my research sa ibang mga kaibigan ko, is hindi ko alam kung ano ibig sabihin ng Java, pero sabi nila ito daw yung ito yung mostly na ginagamit ng mga tao ngayon sa kanilang mga computer para makapag download ng applications, and it also developers also use Java to construct applications on laptop, data centers, games consoles, scientific supercomputers, servers, and other devices. So, ito yung ginagamit nila para makapag-download or makagamit ng isang application. Is a programming language that provides little or no abstraction from a computer's instruction set architecture. So, pareho lang ito ng high level language na nasabi ko kanina. Ito sila yung mga tinatawag nating programming language. Next is the netiquette. This refers to the etiquette guidelines that govern behavior when communicating to the internet. So, pag naririnig natin yung netiquette, so meron tayong may naalalang word which is etiquette. So, ang netiquette, ito yung mga rules na kailangan natin gawin para maging responsable tayo sa paggamit ng computer. So sa tao, tinatawag itong etiquette. Sa computer naman, tinatawag itong netiquette. Next is the operating system. Manages the computer's memory and processes, as well as all of its software applications and hardware. It also allows one to communicate with the computer without knowing how to speak the computer's language. So it is a program that acts as an interface between the computer user and computer hardware and controls the execution of programs. It also manages all of the software and hardware on the computer. So ito yung operating system is ito yung nag-ooperate sa computer. Bali, ito siyang interface sa gumagamit ng computer at saka sa computer. So lahat ng ginagawa natin, lahat ng activities na ginagawa natin dumadaan sa operating system para maintindihan ng computer. Next is the program. Refers to a set of instructions and operations for a computer to perform or do certain tasks. So, it is a series of coded software instructions to control the operation of the computer or other machine. Next is the programmer. It's a person who writes computer programs. Next, programming language. It's a formal computer language that is designed to create instructions for the computer. So, ang programming language, it is a way for programmers to communicate with computer. So, gaya ng isa ng na-explain ko kanina, yung tinatawag kong Java. So, ito yung mga halimbawa ng programming language. Like Python, Java, PHP, Fortran, Pascal. Excuse me. Next is the system software. Comprises device drivers, OS, servers, and software components. Programming software helps in writing programs through tools such as editors, linkers, debuggers, and compilers or interpreters, among others. So, it is used to manage the computer itself. It runs in the background, maintaining the computer's basic functions. So, users can make higher level application software to perform certain tasks. So, ang halimbawa nito is yung Mac OS at saka yung Microsoft Windows. Yan yung mga tinatawag natin na system software. Next is the web browser. It's a tool used to access the internet. So, it retrieves information from the other parts of the web and displays it in your desktop or mobile devices. Like, for example, is Google Chrome, Safari, Opera Mini ba yun? At saka yung tinatawag na Mozilla Firefox. Yan mga halimbawa ng web browser. Next is the web community. It's a website that gathers a specific group of people with similar interest or relationship. So, it serves as a common ground for people who share the same interests. Like, for example, Discord, WhatsApp, Facebook. Yan yung mga halimbawa ng web community. Next is web hosting. Provides the technologies and services needed for the website or web page to be viewed via internet. So, it allows users to store context offsite, reducing local storage and cost the associated physical footprint. So, next is the web server. Web server, wait lang po. Ano pa palang web page? Web page. It is a document that contains text, graphics, audio or sound, and or video accessible through the internet. So, it represents, share, or display some information or content online. Like for example, facebook.com, javatpoint.com, amazon.com. Yan yung mga halimbawa ng webpage. Yung ginagamit natin para makuha na mga informations, like kung ano yung mga gusto natin, may gusto tayong malaman pero hindi natin alam kung saan magtatanong. Next is the web publishing. It is the process of publishing original content on the internet. The process includes building and uploading websites, updating the associated web pages, and posting content to this web page online. So web publishing comprises of personal, business, and community websites in addition to ebooks and blogs. Like for example is the wiki platform, press blogging platform, mga social media platform, yung mga tinatawag nating web publishing. Next is the web server. It's a system that delivers requested web pages to the computer. So web server, it uses physical storage. For example, all website data is stored on a physical web server to assure its safety. Like lahat ng mga activities na ginagawa natin sa isang website is sinisave niya doon para hindi mawala ang mga informations na nakuha natin without saving it. So, halimbawa nito is yung Google Web Server. Next is the website. It is a collection of related web pages and associated items such as documents and pictures stored in web server. So, pag sinasabi natin website, alam na natin kung ano ibig sabihin nito. Ang halimbawa nito is mga business website, blog website. So, marami pang iba mga websites na pwede natin kunan ng mga informations. Next is Wi-Fi. It is a network that uses radio signals to provide internet connections to wireless computers and devices. So, pag sinasabi natin Wi-Fi, it used to connect computers, tablets, smartphones, and other devices to the internet. So, ito yung mga ginagamit natin na para makakonect sa internet. So, we can ano to, ma-explore natin ibang bagay sa ibang lugar na gusto natin na-explore. So next is the wiki website. It is a collaborative website that allows users to create, add to, modify, or delete the website content via their web browser. So wiki website is used to quickly capture and share ideas by creating simple pages and linking them together. So, ang wiki website is ito yung mga parang website ng mga tao na nag-share sila ng mga ideas sa isang bagay. So, pinagtitipon-tipon nito hanggang sa maging isa siyang whole informations. So, lahat ng mga nalalaman nila, pwede nilang ilagay doon, pwede nilang i-add doon sa informations na yun. Halimbawa nito is yung mga nakikita natin sa internet na Wikipedia. Yan yung tinatawag na wiki website. Next is the wireless internet service provider. This is a company that provides wireless internet access to users with wireless modems or web-enabled mobile devices such as smartphones and personal digital assistants. So, ang wireless internet service provider is allows subscribers to connect to a server at designated hotspots or access points using wireless connections such as Wi-Fi. So, ang wireless internet service provider, ito yung nakikita natin sa lugar natin, yung tinatawag natin tower na para magkaroon tayo ng internet. So, para malakas ang internet, yan yung tinatawag natin na wireless internet service provider. Yung mga nakikita natin, like example dito sa amin, meron kaming tower for TM, meron din kami para sa smart zone. Dito sa Barangay Mayo, hindi sa pagmamayabang pero malakas ang signal dito. Next is Wizard. It's automated assistant that helps complete a task by asking questions and then performs actions based on the answers. So, ang Wizard, it is a piece of software that simplifies complicated tasks or instructs a user about how to complete a task. So, ang Wizard, nakikita natin to sa mapapansin natin kapag, like for example, magkikreate tayo ng account. I mean, pwede din nagla-login tayo sa isang account tapos nakalimutan natin yung passwords. So, may mga kikita tayo na mga suggestions na nakalagay sa baba. Yun yung mga tinatawag na wizard. So tinutulungan ka para magawa mo yung gusto mong gawin, parang iniintindi ka ng computer. So meron dumakit natin mga suggestions at makikita mo yun, mababasa mo kung ano ang gagawin mo next para maging successful ka sa gusto mong gawin. Next is the word processor. Allows the user to write the letter, design a flyer, and create other types of documents. So, word processor, ito yung parang typing machine na kung saan ginagamit natin ginagamit ng mga tao noong unang panahon nung wala pang laptop. So, ang ginagamit nila is yung word processor. Yung may bond paper na nakaipit, tapos yun, nagtatype na sila, tapos iusog yung bond paper, tapos magtatype ulit. Yun yung tinatawag na word processor. Next is the WWW or the World Wide Web. Consists of a worldwide collection of electronic documents. So, yung www is, alam kong pamilyar na sa inyo to. At itong collection ng mga documents and information sa internet. So, makikita natin to sa World Wide Web. Kung mapapansin natin, every time na pupunta tayo sa browser, tapos may mga links tayo na gustong i-explore, may makikita talaga tayong www. Ang ibig sabihin nun is nandun lahat ng informations na kailangan nating malaman. So, ayun lang po.
I am VIANCA TALAMERA and I am going to discuss about the internet then and now, and the World Wide Web. So, let us first define the word internet. It is defined as a worldwide network connecting to 1 million of computers via dedicated routers and servers. It is also called as net. So the internet, it is a vast network that connects computers all over the world. Through internet, the users can now receive and send information via electronic mails or emails, video calls and conferencing, and audio calls through the use of the internet connection. So, telephone companies all over the world also function as internet providers. For example, here in the Philippines, the PLDT and the Globe Telecom. PLDT Incorporated is one of the largest network company. It is formerly known as the Philippine Long Distance Telephone Company, while Smart Connections Incorporated and Digital Mobile Philippines Incorporated, also known as the Sun Cellular, whom collaborated with the PLDT to have a strong and fast internet connection. The Globe Telecom acquired Bayan Telecommunications, known as the Bayantel or Bayan. So the PLDT and the Globe Telecom, these are the two internet providers that are very known here in the Philippines. They use high-speed fiber optic cables for data transmission, and they also use these so-called high-speed fiber optic cables so that the users can have a stable, strong, and fast internet connection. So according to the 2018 Global Digital Suite reports, there are 4 billion people in the world who are connecting to the internet. It is because of entertainment, for business, for traveling, for sharing of data and information, for communication, and for many more reasons. The Internet Then and Now. The Internet started from the Advanced Research Project Agency's Wide Area Network, which is called the ARPANET. It is established by the U.S. Department of Defense in 1960s. It is being funded by the military because they want to collaborate with some business owners for their own profit. It is led by Bob Taylor, an American Internet pioneer. FYI, no one owned the internet, but there are a lot of organizations who are negotiating with each other to have a stable internet connection. Because of the growth of the ARPANET, it was later on called the internet. So the difference between the internet then and now is that before, the internet connection is very slow and a lot of people are struggling because of it. But now, since the economic are growing and improving, the internet is also improving. We are now enjoying the fast, stable, and strong internet connection worldwide. The World Wide Web, or the WWW. It refers to all the public websites or pages that users can access on their local computers and other devices through the internet. It is a system of interconnected public web pages accessible through the internet. It is created by Timothy Berners-Lee, a computer programmer at the European Scientific Research Organization in 1991. Web has become so popular that many people now regard it as synonymous with the internet itself. But technically, the web is just one of many internet applications. Okay, to make it short, the World Wide Web is a public pages where you can able to find the document, the pictures, the music, as well as the videos that you want to find with the help of the hyperlink and with the help of the internet as well. So, what is the difference between the World Wide Web and the internet? The World Wide Web, it is a software services that is running on the internet. While the internet itself, it is an interconnected computer networks that that are using an IP address or internet protocols for communication, for sharing information, for entertainment, and for accessing the World Wide Web.
Before it became known as the internet, ARPA's network served all universities, defense contractors, and a few government agencies. So ang ARPA daw is nagaserve siya sa mga universities, contractors, and a few government agencies. Afterwards, so the other universities and US institutions were connected to ARPANET. So ang uban nga university o US institution is nag-connect na sila sa ARPANET. Resulting in ARPANET's growth is different from everyone's expectation. So nagkataas ang expectation pod sa ubang tao is nagkataasan. Next is the advancement of hypertext-based technology known as the World Wide Web, or the WWW, or just simply as web, has provided channels for displaying like text, graphics, animations, and etc. So let's proceed to the Internet 2 environment, or the future empowerment. So the Internet 2 is a not-for-profit networking consortium founded in 1996 by 34 university research institutions in the US. So it also provides a collaborative environment where US research and education organizations work together and develop advanced technologies and innovative solutions such as telemedicine. So the telemedicine, what is telemedicine? So a telemedicine, it enables video or phone appointments between a patient and their healthcare practitioner. Benefits both health and a convenience. So ang example ana is kanang mag through video call mo nag ano sa imuhang example ako ang patient, then through video call na ako i-ask or ngayo og advice ako ang doctor, like that. Through ang telemedicine is through FaceTime nimo siya makastorya, dili nimo siya makastorya face to face. Next is digital libraries. So, ang digital libraries is any collection of files that have been digitally preserved and accessible on the internet or through software. So, through internet or through software siya. So, a digital library may contain manuscript, newspapers, books, journals, images, audio, and video. So, ang digital libraries daw is kana example dira sa Durso Library, di ba? Ang sa IT is more on computers na sila, nag-rely sila sa computers para magngita og mga example sa book or magngita sila og mga other website nga pwede nila or ma-access nila through internet, through other software. Dili sila outside, mag-rely sila sa book, pero usually nag-rely sila sa computers. Ingon na ang example. So ang isa ka library is na siya mga computers na pwede magamit sa student or sa mga kuan nga mag-adto sa library. So it and also a virtual laboratories to assist and with education, research, and community development. So a virtual laboratories through FaceTime lang Japan siya or through virtual nimo siya makita ang inyong laboratory sa school. So next is the Internet 2. So the Internet 2 manages the Internet 2 network. It is a generation of optical and internet protocol network that is capable of delivering enhanced network services and is better, faster, and more efficient than the typical internet or broadband connections. So ang Internet 2 network daw is gipa-enhance siya, nag-deliver siya og mga what we call that, nag-deliver siya og mas efficient, mas maayo or naga-enhance siya og mga network services na mas mapadali, mas better og efficient ang imuhang internet or ang imuhang broadband connection. So it also began operating the Internet 2 or the DCN, which is what we call dynamic circuit network, and also an advanced technology that allows users-based allocation for data circuits or the fiber optic network. As of May 2016, this community comprises 317 U.S. higher education institutions. We have 81 corporations. We have 64 affiliates. We have 43 regional education networks and more than 65 national research and educational networking partners representing over 100 countries. Represent sila over 100 countries. So let's proceed to the PRIGINET. So the PRIGINET is the Philippines via the Philippines Research Education Government Information Network, or what we call PRIGINET, is among the international peers reachable via the Trans-Eurasia Information Network or the TN, one of the internet's pairing relationships. So, ang PreGenet ug ang TN or the Trans-Eurasia Information is naging partner sila para mas mapadali ang ilahang international organization. So on August 2017, a national training course on nuclear neurology was held in which nationwide webcast among hospitals was made possible through the high-speed connectivity provided by PreGenet O, di ba? So ang PreGenet daw is katong August 2017 is nagconduct og training which siya sa nationwide ang nagconduct sila og training about sa nuclear neurology. Giheld siya nationwide. So para ang mga hospital is mas mapadali through or gi-provide siya sa PreGenet. Nag-provide ang PreGenet para mas mapadali ang ilahang hospital ay ang ilahang training. Next will be by supporting the telemedicine or telehealth in the country, this information infrastructure therefore enables Philippines hospital to keep abreast of new medical diagnostic and world-class treatment options without having to travel abroad. So, by supporting daw sa telemedicine o telehealth sa country na to, ang Philippine hospital kay nag-enables na sila para mag-abreast sila og new medical diagnostic or the world-class treatment para dili na mag-travel ang mga patient sa abroad or sa bisan na sa nga country para magpa-diagnose sila. And that would be all. Thank you for listening.